lessons and changes of direction. They're not always healthy, but sometimes they reveal unhealthy unhealthy things in us to direct us further down our path. Haven't found my equally yoked. Facts. I feel the same way. Good conversation tonight. But I do believe, like, I don't, soulmates or twin flames or blah, blah, blah. Like, use whatever term you want, because I don't really believe in that type of stuff. But I do believe, like, the soulmate type, people who we're divinely connected to, who are meant to teach us lessons or change our directions. I believe in that. But then I do believe in a kingdom spouse, or what the world would call a twin flame, because the word says two are one. Like my kingdom spouse, I am his rib. I am part of him, which means that he's out here somewhere, wherever he is. And when we come, yeah, equal yoking, and there's only one. There's only one who fits that. I don't know why I'm holding this. I just keep picking things up. Lord, I'm going to say a prayer. Thank you. You have freed us from many things in the past. Thanksgiving, giving us a route for the future that we can take. Glory to God. Thank you, Pineapple. Glory to God. Hi, Arthur. Welcome. Maya, how you doing today? No reading for Jake. I'm going to read. I'll read the beginning of the Bible for you. Hi, Late. It is hard. It is hard. You know, and patience is definitely a test. Definitely a test. But I think that in that test, sometimes we are our own blockage, because sometimes we don't realize that we're in agreement with things that are not righteous or not for us, simply because we only understand the world as we physically see it, and we don't yet understand the fullness of the spiritual principalities that we're operating in. And so sometimes I believe we slow down the process, which causes us to have to display even more patience because we're not ready. Like, God has things for us, like stored up for us, but He can't give them to us until our heart is ready to receive them. And for some of us, there's a whole filing cabinet of things stored that never get revealed because they never get healed enough to be ready. If that makes sense. I struggle with patience too. Are you talking about a tattoo, Jay? I meant those that never find a wife or a husband. Hold on, let me go back. I didn't see his question. What about people who die alone? The word says that it's better to be single, but it's not a sin to get married. It's not a sin to get married. Thank you. It's not a sin to get married. And if you can't abstain, like, you should get married, you should commit to one rather than passing it around like pancakes. But the word also says that in your singleness, you're better able to fully put your eyes on God, because when you have a spouse, you have to focus on them. You know? Don't do the heart symbol from that Samson stuff you picked up from influencers. I do the heart symbol because I love people. Don't. Why? Why, Late? Why? Well, we do have a husband waiting in heaven. We are the bride of Christ. Like, and when we get to heaven, we will all be one. Like, we're many parts of the same body. We will all be one with Him in full covenant relationship with Him. Thank you, Late. Something else for me. I don't know what you're talking about, Late. I want to understand, but thank you for those lotuses. I don't have children. That's okay. God still wants to birth things in you. Doesn't have to be an actual child. We can bear fruit and multiply without ever having children. Pineapple, you're something else tonight. God still loves you. We love you too, Lats. If you're ever feeling alone, come on in here. Come on in here, and we'll do our best to pick you up. I just want to live my life the right way. Well, that's me. Like, I want a relationship so bad, like, or I have in my life. I've wanted a relationship so bad. But what I realized is every time I'm okay, Jake, I promise. Every time I get in a relationship, it distracts me from God. Like, every time I get in a relationship, it stresses me or worries me instead of blesses me. That's how I know I haven't been in the right relationship yet. But what I know is in this season of my life, I want God more than I want a partner with man. Don't get me wrong, if God decides to bless me with a man as a partner, I do want that. But more than I want that, I want God. And that's hard for someone who's got the traumas that I've got, like letting go of that. Because like really, like I really want a relationship. You know, like I really do. And it takes a great amount of self-control and discipline to say, this ain't God's will, therefore I don't want this. And I'm not gonna lie, I slip off the edge and I dabble in it sometimes, and then I gotta get up and wash the mud off my boot because I'm like, whoops, there I went right into the muck, you know. But man, when I smell that muck on my boot, I sure do get out as quick as I can. Once you go fluoride free, I'm gonna go fluoride free, Jake. I'm gonna go fluoride free just for you. Organic. I love you, brother. But God's already told me that I'm not dating from this app. Kind of like with Ruth and Boaz. When Ruth was laboring in Boaz's field, Boaz told her to stay in this field only. And then he gave her permission to talk to all the men. He gave her permission to talk to all the women, but he told the men not to mess with her because he knew he had intentions of claiming her, and her virtue was proven through her ability to suspend her desire for relationship and instead honor the instruction that she was given. So she didn't go jump on one of those men to make him her companion, but instead she waited and God gave her the owner of the territory. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. Hold on, Jake. He might be trying to send me someone I'm not attracted to. And that's what I talk about, how we block our own blessings, lad. Like he's trying to heal that in you. He's trying to heal that in you so that you'll be ready to receive him when he comes. You know? Like, are you going to hold on to your vanity above his will for your life? Or are you going to surrender your vanity? Because I've been a little vain. I've been a little shallow at times. Like, I am that way. Like, I'm like, God, my husband needs to be hot because you know I like a six-pack ab and some of them hip bones. Like, I'm just saying, y'all, I got enough fat for the both of us. Like, give me a skinny dude who ain't on meth.